up, everybody? Hoping you're all doing well. Guys, I'm live. Today, I'm live with my babies. Let me show you what they are doing. Guys, are you ready? That I can show you the world. Oops. So, guys, as usual, they're in the kitchen. Say hi and say your names.
Hi, my name is Joy.
Joy. This girl is called Joy. And of course, that's our chef for today. So, Joy, what are you doing? Oh, unatachagua mchele. Yeah, so guys, these people want to cook rice, and what I want them to do, guys, I want them to ask me questions, and I am here. I'm gonna answer all their questions. That is general questions, but any question, let us put it as any question. So I think munawaona hapo, by the way. Wow. So I think it's fine like this. So Joy, I want you today to ask me any question that you've always been wanting mami kujibu ama to know. It can be general, lakini si za shule. Mimi nilitoka shule mara kitambo. It's just concerning life, sawa? About life, about probably relationships, lakini nyinyi hamjafikisha. Sijui kama umefikia. But you can ask me those questions. So maybe, guys, you can see them. Joy with. Yeah, so that's Joy, that's Portia or Candy. Uko mbali. So maybe we can ask, you can start by asking me any question that you'd like to ask. Yeah, and you face the camera.
Question 1. Would you like to have a tattoo?
Would I like to have a tattoo?
Yes.
Me? Yeah. Or you?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Oops. Would I want to have a tattoo? Definitely no.
Okay, what if you were young? Like,
if I was young? Tattoo, it depends. With the type of tattoo. Maybe like a small one. I would have wanted a small one, like I'm gonna put it now. But something not open, of course. I would not want to have it in an open place. Are you thinking of having a tattoo?
Okay, what if I turn 18? Like, and I'm just like a tiny.
And you want to have a tattoo?
Yeah, but not like a small one.
First of all, you first want to just go punguza hiyo volume kidogo. Ama uzime. First of all, what I will, to me, I don't think it will add value to me. I would not want to have it because what for? Maybe to say for beauty. But now, kama I have it somewhere hidden, where is it for beauty? It will not be anyway. It will not be adding any value, because if you have a tattoo for beauty, of course you need to expose it so that people can see. Tattoos are not bad. I would not say tattoos are not bad, but exaggerated tattoos are bad, of course, because you can imagine when you have the tattoo, the whole of these hands or the whole of your body, and then ukizeka, how will you look? Utaka something funny. Again, tattoos, sijui kama mnanisikia. Again, tattoos depend with what you are drawing. Remember, this is your body. I've seen some people drawing the pictures of their boyfriends, the names of their boyfriends, and they are not married, of course. This is not your husband. And you go doing tattoo for this person. That does not make any sense. To me, that does not make any sense. Because ukishafanya, then mukosane, what happens? You start regretting. When you get married to another person, you start regretting. Why did I do this tattoo? So to me, I will not say that tattoo is bad, but to me, I will not have thought of doing a tattoo. I can't do a tattoo, of course.
Though you haven't answered our question, what if you are like the right age and you want a small one?
A small one like a flower, I can do. See, it is just the same as kutoboa masikio. Of course, definitely 18 years. That is not even 18 years. When you are not under your parents' care, the more you delay being with your parents, the more it takes time. Because when you are under your parents' roof, you are under your parents' instructions. You understand? Like you are girls. If you are not married today, you are under our instructions. So anything that you are doing as parents, we need to know. So you cannot make your own decisions. Hata kama mta make your own decisions, not those bad decisions, not those very harsh decisions. And of course, you have to consult. Like now when you're living here, you cannot just decide without your parents knowing that today I'll sleep anywhere without them knowing. Of course, you have to consult. So the age depends with how long you will stay with your parents. Because you could be here and I don't want what you want to do. So if me as a parent, I don't want you to do this or that, definitely you'll have to obey, because you must obey your parents, of course. And another thing I would want to add about that is that anytime your parents are telling you that maybe you've been told not to do this or not to do that, you should not feel like you're being hated by your parents. Of course, no parents will hate her kids. No parent will hate his kids. Of course, it can't happen. So it's because I want the best from you. I want you to live a better life. I want you to have maisha mazuri. So it's not that I hate you. Let me sit here so that you can see. Yeah, so it depends. It depends with the timing, and the timing depends with how long you stay with your parents, right? So I think you have answered that.
No, you have not answered. If Candy wanted at her 2, at her age right now, would you accept it?
When she's here?
Yes.
No.
Why?
Unless she gives me 2 reasons of having it. If she gives me 2 reasons why she should have a tattoo, then start doing it.
Lakini sasa unasema the opposite.
You
said when you're on a
nimesema wale wanafanya. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying ukishakuwa independent, you can do it. Like now, if I want to do a tattoo, I can't consult my parents, because right now I'm so independent. Sili mimi sasa hivi najishughulikia. Like I'll not even ask my parents for money. Like I'll not ask them permission that I want to do a tattoo. See, I'll just do a tattoo and they will not ask me because I'm independent. So as long as you are independent and you feel like you want to do it, you can do it. But if a parent does not allow you to do it, just respect, obey. It's just a short time. You be independent, then you do it. But I'm not saying tattoos are bad, but it depends with what you're putting on your body. Remember, this is your body. If you want to put something that you regret at the end of the day, well and good. But this should happen when you are very, very much independent. Like me, I'm independent. I can't consult my parents in anything that I want to do. So as long as you're independent, Kendi, umetoka hapo, umeenda kwako, it is you and your husband, you can make decisions there. But when you're in the house, you must do what the parents want you to do. Nimejibu sasa. So yeah, guys, and even any other person out there, in case your parents tells you not to do something, please don't feel like they hate you, because most of the kids right now, most of these, let me call them Gen Zs because it's that generation. Us, when we were being brought up, our parents were very tough. By the way, we used to be beaten like nonsense. We used to be beaten a lot. So and Sisi, we don't beat these kids like we were used to be beaten, and that is why we are like this. I normally tell you, you see all the things that you are enjoying today, not that I was born with those things, not that my parents gave me those things. It's because of my hard work and perseverance, because I had to persevere a lot of things. The beatings, going to school without shoes, so many things. And waking up, taking good breakfast, wearing good uniform, shoes when you're going to school, you're paid for transport, like you're picked from the gate by the bus to the school and back again to the house. It does not mean that it's your right, by the way. It is not even your right. Yes, education, you have a right to education, but in a school of my choice. I can choose. As long as I give you basic education, I did something, just basic, I'm good to go. But those extra things that you get, Nasikia, the extra things that you get, it is not that you have that right. It is me as your mother, me as your parent, to decide this is how I want my kids to be. And because of that, kids should also obey. And even when you enjoy these things, you should ask yourself, when I get my kids, will I be able to take good care of them, just like our parents are doing today? Because that is what is very important. When my mother was beating me, I always kept on saying, when I get my kids, I will never beat them like the way we used to be beaten. I will take them to the best school. And so, because of that, I worked hard to achieve that. Because how? I worked hard to achieve that. So, even you, Portia, you need to work hard and you need to listen to what the parents are saying. Because, let me tell you something, Joy. You're just 14 years. If I can tell you the number of years that you've lived, kama unajijua wewe now, you know yourself. You know what is right, you know what is wrong. Yani, like, you know about yourself. Do you know how many years? Tell me how many years since you started knowing that this is joy, this is what I want in life, this is what... Actually, if I'm asked, I will say that you have not even started. Yes, you've not even started thinking of what I want to become in life.
Me.
And even if you've started, it is not more than 2 years ago. So meaning, you are just 2 years old. And you can imagine when I was 12 years old, so that I can understand what I need in life, to the number of years that I have today, it is more than 20 years of experience. You're just 2 years experience. And when you're told by somebody who is over 20 years of experience, you're like, no, my mom is not telling me the right thing. My mom hates me. That is why you see? But that is not the case. You need to listen as a parent. If it is Portia, you're just 18 years. So you're like from 12 to 18, you're just 6 years experience. Experience of just 6 years. And now somebody who is coming to give you advice, it's somebody who is over 20 years of experience. Who should you listen? Should you listen to your voice, or should you first sit down and listen to this person who is more experienced? As we tell you out of the experience that we've experienced, we've gone through these things, and we know all the consequences of what happened. So anytime a parent tells you that don't do this, just think, ask yourself. And if you want any clarification, it is always good to ask mom, why are you telling me not to do this and that? Anyway, any other question? You know I can talk up until tomorrow. I can talk and talk and talk.
Okay, if you were to move out,
But you shout because of the camera.
like, if you were to move out, at what age would you want us to move out?
Of course.
Okay, would you?
No parent can tell you that at this age, I want you to move out. Okay, there is an age that it can be, can you feel like, why are my girls are still in the house? Because I want you to start your families. Like you're 35, I'll get worried as a parent because I'll be like, why is my girl 35 years, she's not married? What is the problem? Huh? So I'll start shooting what could be the problem. But there is no single day, especially a mother. Okay, let's talk of parents. There is no single day a parent will tell you that at this age I want you to move out. For a man, maybe you can be told at this age I want you to have your own house so that you are set free to start your own things. But for girls, time for girls to move out, because to me I feel there is no limit time. There is no time that I should tell you that Ukifika this number of years you should quit. No. Hakuna.
Can you ask a question? Ask a question.
No, unaonekana kweli. Ask me a question. Any question.
I think if I have a question, I usually ask you because then and there. When I have an experience,
I always because hata moja.
come and ask you.
So guys, if these people, do you have another question? This is the right time you need to ask as many questions as you
Come on,
can.
you give us advice.
I know you have a very, unajua uko na very many questions that you want to ask. Yeah.
Brainstorm.
So let me ask you, how do you feel when a parent tells you, like, for example, let me give you an example of dreadlocks. Maybe you're so much in need of having the dreadlocks, then you come to their house, tell mom, I want to put the dreadlocks, or even you come in without with dreadlocks, of which I've said before you do something you need to consult. Don't go out to do fishy things, then you come to the house. It shows a lot of disrespect to the parents. So when you consult and then I'm here, I tell you no, you can't do dreadlocks at this time. How do you feel? How would you feel? Or not only dreadlocks, even something else. Maybe you wanted to go out. You can't tell me that, mommy, I wanted to go to Mombasa with my friends. Then mom is like, no, not at this time. How do you feel when you're told by parents, don't do this? Do you feel bad? Do you feel like you are so much hated? How do you feel?
Okay, for children,
Shout,
say, like, personally, I would feel bad.
And then,
like, okay, you see me, if I get angry, like, after a few hours, I'll get over it. So, won't you even care? Not in a bad way.
why would you feel bad? Because you've been told not to do what you want. Kelly,
Yes.
how would you feel?
Me, first of all,
I push out you.
I think that dreadlocks, it's not a really big deal.
As in, like, not
dreadlocks
dreadlocks alone, even something else they are told not to do. Even something else, not only the dreadlocks, even something you're so much in need of it, then all of a sudden, boom, mzazi anakwambia no, not at this time.
Before I ask for something, I ask, you talk me out of it, I give my reasons, then I say no. So, by the time you say no, you say, don't do it, you've already convinced me enough. But there are times I get angry.
Yeah, so what I would want to say about this, of course, it is normal to get angry. Even me, when I want to do something, like me, I don't consult my parents. Right now, I consult my husband, their father. So I'm like, I want to do this. So immediately it tells me, no, we can't do this at this time. First of all, I'll get angry, of course. But one thing I would advise to the advice I would like to give to our parents, first of all, when you tell a child or a kid not to do something, like she has come to you or he has come to you and he is requesting to do something, and you feel you as a parent, through experience and through seeing the consequences that might come in future, first of all, you need to sit down with this kid. Let her or him understand why you are saying no to that thing that you want to do, because sometimes they don't know the consequences, and that is why when you just tell them don't do it and you don't give them the reasons, sometimes they feel like they are hated. Ni kama wamechukua, other girls are doing it, other boys are doing it there outside, but my parent is not allowing us to do it. First of all, you need to make them understand why you're refusing or why you're telling them that it is wrong to do that. Because the time you refuse and you don't make them understand why you're refusing, then you confuse them. Number two, if it is something that you're telling these kids not to do, you must also not do it. Because first of all, like, for example, I've seen parents telling their kids not to do dreadlocks, yet they have dreadlocks. I've seen parents telling their parents not to go out. Yes, they go, yet they go out. And sometimes they come home very late and they don't even explain to their kids why they came late. Maybe you're going out partying, yet you're telling them not to go out. You tell your kids, please don't come past 6, yet you come at 3 a.m. There is contradictions there. So anytime you're telling these kids or these Gen Zs, don't do this, you must be ready to explain to them why you're saying that it is wrong. Make them understand. Take them step by step. When they approach you, before they even action, please take them step by step. Tell them, this is the reason I'm telling you that you're not supposed to do this. Give them life experience, because sometimes we have life experience. Sometimes we have life experience. Just let them know about those life experiences that you've experienced. Yani make them to understand why you're refusing. And by making them to understand, wakishaelewa why you're refusing, then they are good to go. I don't think there will be any issues. And again, they will not feel like you hate them. They will feel like, okay, mom wants the best from me, so okay, I should. And again, it is just for a very short time. Joy, like when I tell you not to do this, do you know it's for how many number of years? It is less than, ni namba kidogo sana, yani very few number of years. Maybe you are meant to live with me up to 24 years, or maybe 25, ukienda sana up to 28 years. After 20, not even 28 is very far. After 24 years, you are through with your education, you have your own job, you can be able to take care of yourself, you are now independent. That time you can make your own decisions. And I always say, whatever decision that you're making, make sure it will not affect you in future. Because again, ukienda kufanya vituko zako, if I do something today that can affect my life and affect the life of my kids or my family, my parents will not be affected at all. So it is upon me to make such a decision that will not affect me and it will not affect my children. So anytime parents, you are telling your kids not to do this, please let them understand why you are telling them so. And don't contradict yourself. You don't want them to do this, yet you are a victim yourself. So please let us be very honest with ourselves and let them understand why those things are not supposed to be done. Then another thing that I would say about what is happening in our generation today, this generation, the Gen Z, we've seen and I've witnessed even some kids killing themselves, claiming that they are hated by their parents. Where on earth did you hear that a parent ate and killed? Yani, even the strength of hating my child, where will I get it from? How is that even possible to be hated by your parents? It is only that your parents want you to have a better life. And that is why they are struggling so hard to make sure that you have a better life, you're going to a good school, because anataka at the end of the day, you live a better life. So those people, those kids, those children who are feeling like our parents hate us so much, that is the reason they don't want us to do A, B, C, D. Please remove that mentality and just know that your parents loves you so much. Don't go outside there, you get some hand files from those people who have no future, because there are those who have no future and they are looking for people to wakuwe hawana future together. So please don't be misled. Then the other thing that I would like to bring in, especially I always keep on telling you, when you go to the church, there is that thing that you get from the church. Hata kama sio 50%, at least the 25% that you get from the teachings, that is from the Bible teachings, they help you so much. So again, as parents, let us teach our kids to go to the church. And don't tell them to go to the church when yourself you're not a church person. Uendagi kanisa, but you're there telling your kids that they must go to the church. You must lead by the right example. And by doing so, we will have a very good generation. Please let us take charge, let us be responsible, and let us lead by the right example. Unless if you have another question or you'd like to hear something else from me, I think I'm going to go. You have something? What would you want to tell, people of your age?
Okay, personally, I would say that, like, I think you should like listen to your parents' advice, because even though sometimes they sound wrong, they might be right at some point.
Did they sound wrong?
No,
Oh, they
like,
sound.
yeah,
But not that they are wrong. Okay. Uh-huh.
because like when a parent tells you you shouldn't have a phone and you can't see the disadvantages, yet they're trying to tell, like, to show you the disadvantages that you can't see it. Then, like, when they give it to you and everything goes like the way they say it, yes, like, yeah. You now get it. If I must say, like, you now get it what they were trying to explain to you.
Okay, by then you've brought something very important here on the phone. There is somebody who was asking whether it is right to give kids the phone. First of all, some parents say that it is wrong, but it all depends with you as a parent, whether you want to give your kids the phone, whether you don't want to give the kids the phone. I have a limit myself, and I give phones when somebody goes to Form 1, because first of all, I don't want you to be behind in terms of technology. You know, the era that we are in right now, technology is changing. It keeps on changing. As we all know that it's very dynamic and it keeps on changing. Today is like this, today you do things differently. So you don't want to let your kids be left behind, because they are learning a lot from this technology. But you also need to make them understand that this is what you're supposed to watch on phone. And I always say, you know, not unless like for this the young ones, who watch cartoon where you can limit, because of course you can limit. Because it's a simple, there is a way you can limit that they cannot watch this, they cannot access some apps, which is good. But keep on telling them, I'm limiting this because you're not supposed to watch the videos that are there. And the reason of not watching these videos is because they are not of your age. So let them know the reason without hiding. Let them know the consequences of doing something, you know, because if you don't tell them, they will always be eager. They want to know what is there. Tell them this app carries this, like if it is the issue of pornography. Even me, I don't watch pornography because they are like this and this, and they can lead you to this and this and that. So let them know that this app has this. Because if you don't again tell them what consists in that app, they are so much eager. So ile siku watapata simu imefunguliwa, they want to go in to see what is in that app. But when you tell them this app carries these types of videos, so wanajua okay, I'm not supposed to go to this app. Lakini if you tell them not to use this app, yet you don't tell them what is in that app, that is why they are so much eager. They're so much eager. And to the kids, all those who have been given their phones, please be responsible of your own life. Be responsible as early as now. Because the more you instill your mind with a lot of rubbish, the more utakuwa crazy. Actually, you'll just be crazy. Don't be interested in watching those funny things. We've seen some kids being led to evil things through watching those videos, doing funny things through watching those videos. Why don't you be yourself? As in, like, be decent. If you are a lady, be a decent woman. If you are a man, be a decent man. Ujiambie, I'm also putting a limit on this. Because ukishafika 12 years, of course you understand what is wrong, good, and what is wrong. You don't need to keep on being pushed. By the way, like me, pushing is not part of my culture. It's not part of my life. As in, like, I push you today, push you tomorrow. I will go straight to the point. Because if you watch this happen, it consists of this and this and that. If you want to watch it, but be responsible of your own life. Be responsible of yourself. And life may be very simple. So ile story ya kushindanga umesukumwa, umeambiwa don't do this, the phones are in zina vichwa. Parents don't want you to touch. Please, parents, let them watch the video, because technology is very dynamic, and by the time they are wanamaliza shule, let them be at least they are able to even search, to go with something. If it is something that they want to know the meaning, they are able to Google. Lakini sasa ukiweka mtoto hivi, by the time anafika university, she's so much, because now she feels I'm free. Kendi, I'm free, so she wants to know everything. Zile zote ulikuwa unaficha, that is the time that she wants to know. So instead of that time ifike, can you let them know what the world has for them? And what are the consequences? If you do this, these are the consequences. If you do that, these are the consequences. Lakini ukianza kuficha that you don't want to be open with them, let me tell you, my friend, they will go and they will get somebody to interpret all those things for them. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. Let us continue talking to our kids. Let us try to tell them what is wrong, what is right. And our kids, please just know that your parents loves you so much. Don't be stressed. Yani, umeanza stress when you are just 18 years. How about by the time you're getting married and getting kids, first, second, maybe third, and probably fourth kid? Will you kill yourself? Of course, no. And again, when you're told not to do something by your parent, just obey. It is just a matter of time. Your time will come when you'll be independent and you'll make a decision whether to do that or not. And funny enough, by the time you're reaching that time, utakuwa umeshajua why you should not do that. So please let us be responsible of our own lives, because at the end of the day we need tunahitaji a better life. So thank you so much, guys. I believe that will help somebody. It was just a short live, and I'm happy to have this opportunity to talk to you guys. And what do we say?
Bye.
Bye. And be responsible of your own life.
Bye. Mimi. Kwanza nataka